Jack, I know we've heard you're going to rip up the greens end of the as soon as the tournament's over. You've got something up your sleeve, but do you have something up your sleeve for a young man by the name of Bryson DeChambeau, who did 407 down the 17th and 423 and chipped it onto your first green? What are you going to do to stop him?
I'm not going to do anything to stop him. He's going to have to stop himself. I mean, that's good gracious. That's if anybody. More power to a guy that can hit the ball like that and put it in the fairway and then play and score well, which is what he's been doing. I just sit there and applaud. I'm not worried about stopping him.
I'm disappointed in that, Jack. I thought you were going to have a stream or a bunker.
What? Jack's not going to hold him back? We look forward to seeing what Bryson can do this afternoon. He tees off 1:06 p.m. Eastern time alongside Colin Morikawa, coming off a victory at the week before at Muirfield Village, and Patrick Cantlay, the defending champion. So, Paige, are you surprised that Jack doesn't plan to Bryson-proof? We should make that a hashtag. Add any bunkers or penalty areas to specifically combat some of the incredible drives that we have seen him hit lately.
I'm not surprised. Jack is known for keeping up with the challenges in the game and trying to make sure that he's challenging the players. But I think he can appreciate and understand that there's not a whole lot he can do to keep and rein Bryson in. He certainly did make reference that he felt like the governing bodies should be doing something. He said he's been preaching that for a very long time. But it doesn't surprise me that Jack can sit back, just admire, and appreciate.
Yeah, Bryson proof. What a cute little phrase. It's not like Bryson's gone out and won a Masters by 12 shots or a U.S. Open by 15 back when, the game was talking about Tiger proofing golf courses. I mean, Bryson shot 73 yesterday, was tied for 42nd after the first round. So, yeah, listen, this is a great story that we have in the game. He's fun to watch. He's interesting. He definitely is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in the game of golf, but I don't think we're to the point where anyone has to worry about Bryson proofing any golf courses.
Well, frankly, Bryson proofing makes it easier for Bryson, the same way Tiger proofing made it easier for Tiger. If you make a course 10% longer, let's just say, then it's a little tougher for the longest hitters, Tiger in the day, but a lot tougher for the middle and shorter hitters. So you're really playing into their hands by making a longer golf course. I really loved what he said. As an architect, it's not my problem. I'm going to set up and design a course for, the members to play, a great challenging course, but I'm not going to design it around the longest 1% of the game. And that's great. So Nicklaus said it's out of his hands. It's not his problem. He alluded to whose problem it was, the governing bodies. And like Paige said, he's been on them for years. He said 43 years, as a matter of fact. So for quite some time, he's seen this coming.
Well, this is it. I mean, even across the whole of the PGA Tour, we're still talking about a very small percentage of players who are sort of out-bombing some of these courses. Bryson DeChambeau, of course, being the front of that. I mean, a 423-yard drive yesterday is sort of ridiculous. But Robert, you mentioned it there. If making courses longer is the resolution to this, which I can't see where the logic in that is, because okay, you might be limiting Bryson's drive slightly, but he's still going to be taking out more trouble than the short hitters on the course, and it's just going to make it even harder for them. Paige, I can't quite see, along with not having the land and the financial hurdles that come with it, is making courses longer. Is that a solution at all?
I don't think it's a solution because I think it hurts 99% of the players that play this game, because people start to judge what tees they should play based on where the back tees are. And that, I think, is one of the problems with recreational slow play. I think it's one of the problems with just generally what's going on in the recreational game, is that we're not choosing the correct tee boxes because the golf courses have gotten so long that they're judging it by what tees, the pros play. I'm going to play one up from them. Well, that's gotten longer and longer over the course of history. So I don't think that's the long-term solution. I don't think that's a solution that would be good for the game.
And there is no course on planet Earth where being long isn't a good thing. Even if you don't use it, even if you have to hit 5 irons off the tees, they're easier to hit than 3-woods and drivers. So there's nowhere that being long isn't. And Anna, earlier when you were talking, you said, it's Bryson and maybe a couple others. Actually, frankly, it's the entire tour. They're all bombers. The players that we think are short, let's take a Zach Johnson, a Webb Simpson, even people, Jordan Spieth. Go watch them with your own two eyes and see how short they are. Go try to keep up with them when they're hitting 3-wood on the greens from 270. There are no short hitters, not really, not the way there used to be, not anymore.
And listen, the players are taking advantage of the equipment that they have. They're taking advantage of the science and the data that's out there. I can't fault Bryson DeChambeau or Tony Finau or any of these big hitters for going on a TrackMan, for getting the clubs weighted correctly, for having everything in their advantage and arsenal to bring these courses to the knees. It's about the clubs. It's about the golf ball in particular. And unless you roll things back, I think you're going to continue to see great gains from these big-time hitters.
Damon, you mentioned Tony Finau there. Now, he went out in the opening round, shot a 6 under 66. I mean, an incredibly impressive round, especially considering those conditions. But one thing Tony Finau did say, and we saw him release that video earlier in the week during a practice round, absolutely ripping the ball and sort of demolishing even Bryson DeChambeau's numbers. He said he implemented a little bit of that. He was influenced and inspired by Bryson DeChambeau and put it into play, Robert, yesterday. And that's the first time we've really seen a player look at Bryson and say, hey, I'm actually going to do a little bit of that. This is the future.
Oh, it's for sure the future unless we put spin in the ball. There's going to be more people swinging as hard as they can with no real repercussions because the side spin has been eliminated from the ball, and the climbing ability of a spinnier ball, takes away the advantage of swinging that hard. So hashtag put spin in the ball.
Hashtag put spin in the ball and Bryson proofing. We're doing it all this morning.